All right, you guys should be getting really good at these numbers of the day because they're pretty easy. All right, it says write it in words. So we're going to look at the number. It's 28. Last place value is hundreds. So it's 28 hundred, and then we put our THS. If we're going to expand it, we've got 2/10 plus 800ths. If we're going to write our 800ths, we've got to put a 0 where the 2 is because we already have a 2 here. Then we're comparing it. Well, again, we're going to think money, guys. How much money is this? Well, it's 28 cents. How much money is this? It's 20 cents. So which is greater? 28 cents. So we've got our greater than. We're going to round it to this place value, which is what? That's the tenths place. So we circle the next number, we draw our arrow back. Does that 8 change that 2? It does. So we're going to write 3/10, this number and everything after it goes away. So that's our final answer. We're going to estimate it. If you had 28 cents, you're really close to 30 cents. If you have 25 cents, and again, if you'd either go to 20 or to 30, well, remember, if we've got a 5, that's the number that makes us round up, so it's going to be the same thing here. If we're looking at 25 cents, is it closer to 20 or 30? Well, it's right in the middle, but we're always going to round up if it's a 5. So we've got 30 cents plus 30 cents, which is really easy, and that's 60 cents. All right, it says, what is the value of the underlined digit in words? Well, they forgot to underline the digit, so how about we just underline the 8? So what is the value of that digit? Well, it's 8. I'm going to write it in words. It's 800 with the THS, 800ths. Okay? All right. If we're talking money, it's pennies, right? It's 8 cents. If we want to write it by itself, it looks like that. Okay, we are factoring the number 70. Remember, we always add the digits first. 7 plus 0 is 7. That number tells us if 3 and or 9 are factors. Does 3 go into 7? It does not, so that means 3 and 9 will not be here. We always start with 1. Then we ask ourselves, is this even? It is. So if it's even, we can automatically put a 2. Then we're going to divide our way. So 2 goes into 7 3 times. But 3 times 2 is only 6, and that's 7, so we're going to have 1 left over. So we're going to put that little 1 right there, and that gives us 10. And 2 goes into 10 5 times. We already know 3 is not a factor, so the next number would be 4. Well, 4 goes into 7 1 time, but that's only 4, and we'd have a 3 left. Well, that would make 30. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. So 4 is not going to go into 70. Our next number would be a 5. Well, we already know 5 is going to go in because it ends in a 0. 5 goes into 7 1 time, but 1 times 5 is only 5, so we would have 2 left over, so that would make 20, and 5 goes into 20 4 times. Then our next number would be 6. Well, we know there can't be a 6, guys, because remember, we have to have 2 and 3 as factors for us to have a 6. So our next number would be 7. Is 7 going to go into 70? Well, we know it does. And we know 70 times 10, or excuse me, 7 times 10 is 70. We know we don't have an 8 because we don't have a 4. We know we don't have a 9 because this number is a 7 and 3 and 9 don't go into 7. Our next number would be 8. Well, we know 8's not going to go into 70 because 8 goes into 72. And our next number would be a 10. We already have our 10, so we're done. So is our number prime or composite? Well, we know it's composite because it has more than 2 factors. And we are done.